So we're recording now, and
All right.
so don't say anything stupid.
My business model is saying stupid stuff.
Mine too, actually. Tim Ferriss, hi.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
Fully, recently shorn. I'm feeling very crisp.
Something fell off my desk. Did you do that with your mind?
4-Hour Telekinesis is actually the next book.
I noticed you don't have a beard. Did you shave that off too?
I have had beards.
Okay, well, where is it?
I'm lacking the technical expertise to take off the itch threshold right here, but if you have any grooming tips.
I would say just don't shave for a while. The itching will eventually go away. It took maybe a year.
I think I could go for the, as Jason Statham puts it, the upside down face, so I could have the hair here.
Yeah.
And this hair and just.
I think they call that badass. So you just recently made a book called The 4-Hour Chef. Does this mean I can be a chef in 4 hours? And if so, that's a long time. That's like 8 episodes of Family Feud I could be watching.
As a lifelong non-cook, it's kind of weird that I would write this thing in the first place. It's a bit of a beast.
Wow.
What I did is went around the world meeting with the best chefs, interviewing the world's fastest learners to figure out how we could take culinary school and compress it into about 4 hours of actual prep time. It's a framework for learning anything, a recipe that you can impose on whatever skill you want to acquire, even if you hate cooking.
As a cooking hater myself, reading this book will make me love cooking.
I think it will make you love eating.
Oh, I already love eating.
What it will allow you to do is go from seeing food very much in kind of black and white, good or bad, hot or cold, to seeing it in a million colors like HD, because you'll be acquiring different flavors, even if you never cook again, because we're all busy, right? But
I play a lot of video games, so yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly for people who love food, and if you want to port that into cooking, then fantastic. Otherwise, you can apply it to other things.
I do actually cook one thing. I cook mac and cheese really well. You take elbow macaroni, you boil it in water. Grate cheese, I use cheddar, and you mix it in plain yogurt. Cook it together, maybe with some asparagus. That's the most complicated thing I've ever made.
It doesn't need to be complicated, though. Complicated sucks. A lot of the most expensive menu items that seem really fancy, like ossobuco or something, are actually the easiest to make. That takes about 5 minutes of prep, and then you just hang out and watch the first series of Boardwalk Empire or something.
Can I watch Family Feud instead?
Vintage, or are we talking new school?
Actually, my girlfriend and I just accidentally got to the Game Show Network, and Steve Harvey is the new host. He's great. He's my favorite host of all, because this is important. We should be talking about this. He makes fun of the contestants. When they give a bad answer, he will tell them that that's not up there. There's no way that answer is up there, and he'll look at the camera and be like, this guy.
So he's like the Simon Cowell dude.
Yes, except you still like him, so I don't know.
Right. You don't want to punch him. So what about Price is Right?
I've not really watched the new one. What do you think?
The new and improved with
really?
It's actually really good. It's actually fantastic. Now, Bob Barker's obviously very difficult to beat because he's an icon.
It's like someone else doing Wheezy Waiter, for instance.
Right, yeah. Exactly. It's a tough act to follow.
Yeah,
very
absolutely.
tough act to follow.
Yeah. Uh-oh, my girlfriend's home. Hi.
Sorry.
She actually went grocery shopping because she's going to cook. What are you cooking, China?
Tomato, cheese, tortelloni, something. I found the recipe on the internet.
She found the recipe on the internet. Actually, I read something in your book about not using recipes.
There's a problem with becoming dependent on recipes because you never then have the confidence to improvise. So like once you've made one braise, you can make them all. Once you've done one saute, you can make them all. In the beginning, you start with recipes because that's the easiest way to go about it.
Okay, so China, ignore the recipe. Just improvise.
Okay, I'll do that tomorrow.
It's good to do the second time, definitely.
I hear that you are a kickboxing champion?
Yeah, I used to be. I used to be really fun at getting punched in the head. I was 1999 national, Chinese rules kickboxing champion. So.
I actually punch my clones a lot in the head.
Now, do you get sympathy pain when your clones get punched?
I don't know. I don't have any sympathy for them.
All right.
No.
The Illusionist or the Prestige?
Yes, the Prestige. I saw that after I started making clones. They copied me.
Well, that's how Hollywood works.
Do you want to see my jump kick then, since you're an expert?
My primary goal in having this interview is to see your jump kick live, so I would love to see your jump kick.
Good, because you're about to. I'm making you see
awesome.
It. So.
Good job! That was incredible. I caught the tail end of it. It looked like the point of impact was pretty intense.
Yeah. The what did you call that?
The actual point of impact. Like if I had been within the striking distance of that leg, it could have done some really mortal damage.
Yeah.
Which makes me happy I'm not in Chicago.
That's why you decided to do this over Skype instead.
Yeah, that's right.
You wrote, I believe it was your first book, 4-Hour Work Week.
Yeah.
And it's about saving time and increasing production. Well, what do you think of this idea, cloning? I clone myself and I have them do chores. At the end of the day, I send them to the alligator pit and kill them, and then make new clones the next day. That way I don't have to feed them, I don't have to house them.
Okay.
Would you put this in your next book?
Are you using 3D printers for your clones? Because I would imagine that would make it even easier.
I don't really want to go into the technology because patent pending.
No,
but
that's true. Understood.
and I also don't want the government to find out because it might be a little bit legally shaky.
Yeah, the U.S. is behind the times when it comes to cloning. I agree. Lithuania is a cloning hotspot.
Oh yeah, Lithuania. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you pronounce it root or route?
I think I would say root. So
Good.
would you say pasta or pasta?
Pasta. I've never heard anyone say pasta.
Canadians, not for use in the U.S.
That doesn't sound right to me. Cornish pasties. Are you aware of pasties?
Yeah, I am.
That looks like pasty when you look at it.
I would say pasties, exactly. But
but
those are
very different things.
Madonna style, right?
Yeah, I'm actually wearing them right now. How do you feel about eagles?
I have a mixed history with eagles.
Go on.
How do you feel about eagles?
No comment. I read a line in your book, The 4-Hour Chef, that you helped a friend kick a coffee addiction or a caffeine addiction.
I did indeed.
Why?
Well, the dose makes the poison, and my friend was having too much. I actually love coffee.
Mm-hmm.
This is the AeroPress.
Mm-hmm.
This is my preferred method. Then you have the Cafe Solo.
Whoa, sexy. Yeah.
Sexy time coffee. He was drinking like 6 to 8 double espressos a day and turned himself into a crackhead. So we created a little biochemical cocktail to wean him off of it, which included things like L-tyrosine, which is an amino acid, a substitute smart drug. So it was a combination of artichoke extract and something called forskolin. There are a couple of ways to skin the cat. Where did that expression ever come from anyway? It's kind of morbid, but
yeah. Who wants to do that? Who wants to skin a cat? Okay.
Cats aren't even very tasty.
Oh, have you eaten cat?
I've had cat, I've had dog, I've had horse.
I've actually eaten horse without knowing it. I used to cater at a convention place, and they were serving horse, and we got to eat it, and I was eating. It just tasted like this amazing steak, and then someone told me it was horse. I just continued eating it. I've never eaten it since, but I'm ashamed to admit that it was delicious. Could you please tell me your life story, starting from the beginning, all your deep personal stuff? I'll be your therapist, okay?
Sure, all right. Well, I was born...
Hang on a second, the coffee's done.
Born as a townie in East Hampton, New York. Sported a rat tail. And that's an odd place to grow up, certainly. And...
hey!
Hey, how are you?
You done?
Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for talking to me, Tim. Check out The 4-Hour Chef. I've read some of it. I'm learning how to read, and I read some of it, and it's very interesting stuff. It's making me want to cook, which is amazing. So thanks.
Thanks for having me, man. This was fun.